Got ourselves Bayek, gonna be first up versus Gossagri. Ooh. Balance Druid versus Red Paladin. I think normally my gut feeling says Red Paladin wins this kind of encounter. But Boomies could do a lot, man. Hey, if you got enough slows into a Pally, you can have a hard time dealing with slows. Hand of Freedom, Horse, you got a pretty long cooldown on both of those. Outside of that, you are crawling. Bear form, Bear, Markskin, and try just to keep himself alive as Gossagri wants to play defensive, but that is the correct move. With the Cyclone, so Bayek gives you a chance to catch a breather. Bayek's cooldown is also down. Any Dawnlight healing also just gets completely immune into that Cyclone. What is that knock from behind the pillar? I don't understand that. Try to go for a Cyclone or a regrowth, but does get interrupted, unfortunately. Gossagri, if you have any cooldowns, man, that would be a pretty good time to make it happen. Does get Root Silence, still looking for a lot of recovery. This could be an opportunity for you to make some damage happen. You kind of need the Dryad out in the open, Star Surge in the guy. There he goes. Dryad used to make as much damage happen. That thing actually cranks. It actually does a lot of damage. Gossagri takes a huge hit, but he can potentially go for a big Star Surge. Just trying to see if he can back up out of there, but unfortunately ran out of defenses. Heart of the Wild and everything was active, trying to see if he can outrun Bayek, but was the right Probably got the Dawnlight on it. It is over. I think the Boomkin, the problem is like the tier set right now, you gotta get the Dryad out, gotta get the Dryad to do damage, you gotta do some damage, and then the Dryad will empower your next Star Surges based on the damage you've done. So it's like a big ramp up, man. That's a lot of ramp up you gotta do. Rick with a Reflect got himself AoE Fear onto Bayek, a middle rematch between these two stun, but an Axe also traded with Bayek, able to lock down Rick for just a second here. If you can stop him from stunning that Doomguard as it spawns in, which is crazy, as long as you can stop him from using a Tyrant, Rick better use a Tyrant, man. You got a lot of pets in there right now. Amping up the duration of those pets with the Tyrant would be huge. I don't know if you'll have the time for it. I think those pets might potentially be running out of time here, but he's just on the run the entire time from Bayek, just trying to see if he can buy himself a free moment to even just take a breather and cast a spell or two. Shadow Fury, Inferno Bolt, maybe potentially is a huge go. Bayek may need immunity, does go for Spell Warden, is not immune from physical damage, but stops a lot of the magic damage. He will need to go for self-healing here. Shield of Venance and potentially Dawnlight to heal himself to full may be the play here. Maybe the play. I think he still has Lay on Hands, does he not? Привет, Mr. Ned. Здорово, Кобри. How you doing, my man? Mr. Ned. Мест. Oh, do you have spots? Мест нет пока. Ну, посмотрим после этого дуэля. Cobra is asking if we got spots, and I'm having to transition from English to Russian, and I'm having a hard time with it. Apparently for PvE, Red Frostdick is meta. Trying out Deep Priest, it's kind of fun. This person pretty cool. I think right now a lot of people are playing Resto Shaman and Resto Druid. Ooh, Bayek does pick up the win though! I was looking away from my screen for a second, but Bayek reclaims glory! Against a very, very strong Warlock that is Rick. Pretty good, pretty good. But, обслуживать не надо. Играй сколько хочешь, друг. Играй сколько хочешь. As the night gets through on the night, boys, I'm telling them right now, if somebody's saying, yo, I'll give him a spot, I'm like, no, you don't gotta do that. As the night goes on, chat, we will eventually have people going to bed, chilling, hanging out, got other stuff to do. We'll rotate through people naturally throughout the night. You don't gotta be bowing out early for another person. It'll just naturally happen. You don't have to be, you don't have to be bailing just so another guy can play. I do appreciate you guys being generous with that, though. You guys have been so nice, man. What a community we got here, honestly. Bayek got himself full Dawnlight. Full dots on Insane too, and Insane may be in a bit of trouble unless he got himself a reset that a drone rush is eventually going to run out. He's still got a big killing spree ready to go. Definitely wants to cash in on that as soon as possible. Full killing spree. Look at the little jiggle that Bayek does, dude. With every single shot of pistols, he's just jiggling there while stunned up. The fact that you can do a full kill spree in a cheap shot is kind of crazy too. Full Wake of Ashes, that's a lot of dots onto the rogue. Blind to follow. Does not have a trinket, it does get hammered. Bayek is on a run here, man. It is absolutely slamming through the entire team. Who is going to be there to shut him down, dude? Looks like they're sending in the Sbershka with Leo getting sent in. Best for last, or maybe, possibly, maybe. Last chance for survival. Best for last, it sounds so, it almost sounds condescending. That's what I don't like saying that. Sbershka does take a lot of that. I guess as a class, he would be one of the better classes to fight a Paladin. Death Knights don't have it easy, but I think they do match Pallies on burst. And that's something that can help them. Plus, especially if you run Dark Sim, you can steal a bubble, and then that basically puts you on the same footing defensively if you can catch a bubble from the Pally. So I guess it would be the best matchup for Laz. Because the Rogues, they can do well against Pallies, but it's a long haul, long game they gotta play in the Sbershka. Already playing that long game. Holding on to a trinket, holding on to a cloak of shadows does get himself an opener onto Bayek. The more of this can get to get cooldowns out of him, the better. Bayek with a full Wake of Ashes, full Dotson on his Smurshka. Shield of Vengeance for Bayek. The Smurshka with the cloak of shadows. He doesn't have any more defenses here to work with. If Bayek catches him here, Bayek needs health into a bubble. Does force a cooldown for the Smurshka. This is huge. I don't know if Lay on Hands is still available for Bayek, but if it is, that's his one bastion of defense, and this Smurshka could potentially still press through it with a full stun lock combo, but that DR on a cheap shot is going to make things tougher. Trinket into a blind before the Searing Glare connects. Doesn't let Smurshka a chance to reset here, unless Bayek catches him really quickly. Wake of Ashes does hit him either way. Just using that cleave to try to see if he can find the rogue. The downlights do connect. You cannot re-stealth it. Next stun and it's over. It's going to be an attempt for flagellation, but Bayek does take him out, and it's got last one left to get through. Bayek so far has been running an absolute menace here. An absolute rampage versus Team 2. Going to be an attempt to stun, but Bayek is so DR'd on Stun's hand of freedom. Just trying to see if he can just rush out of there. Look at him just chugging along. Lay on Hands is available, but it's going to be lots of side damage to break past that health bar. And Bayek valiantly fought to the bitter end. Does get slain by Death Knight, but not before claiming so many souls over in a team. To send them straight to heaven, only to get taken down by a Death Knight. Rest in peace, sweet prince. You will be missed until the next matchup, then you're going to be able to go again. But for the time being, yeah. Toxie, Toxie riding a mount that actually fits him super well. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. By the way, to get this mount, if you do want that thing yourself, oh, it actually has an animation. I didn't realize it has like a poison animation. That's cool as hell. That's cool as hell. Just like spit out poison. I have never seen it. I did not know. Toxie going to be able to walk up to Liam as the commentator Dalaran is choking up, dude. I'm getting hit with a strangling. What is this burst? Oh, it is over. It is over. It is over. Just go to the funeral home right now and get a casket for Leo because it's lights. I swear to God, man, we don't see a lot of assassination rogues in these duels. And then it was what, on NA, we had Hockey just walk in. Unfortunately, didn't get to play that much over on the team NA. Hopefully we'll get this week. But he just walked in, last duel, last guy, he just walked in, deleted him. Just didn't say anything. Didn't make a big scene of it. He just walked in and just removed him. Just pressed the delete button. /delete. Went to Skyrim console command and just /delete. That's all. And now Toxic just did the same thing. Just walked up. It's crazy. Tom is ready. Beautiful. John, let me know if you're ready. I'll be good to go. Straight to the maw, dude. Straight to the maw.